Just visualize it. Just say affirmations. Just think it into existence. How many of these pieces of advice have you heard within the law of attraction community? Although these techniques are all very powerful, they all have one fatal flaw. This flaw is that each of these very popular law of attraction techniques is only working on 5% of your brain. And as we know, as followers of the law of attraction, our thoughts create our reality. This means that we are essentially ignoring 95% of these thoughts that hold immense creative power and are affecting every area of our lives. Now just imagine what would happen if we learned to access this majority of our brain's creative power. We could manifest literally hundreds of times faster. In fact, research has shown this 95% of the brain, this subconscious mind, is actually thousands of times more powerful than the conscious mind. And in this video, I'm going to teach you how to reprogram your subconscious mind. But first, let me introduce myself. My name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. I want to set up a scenario that may be all too familiar to you. Let's say you set some kind of goal for yourself. You decide you want to make a certain amount of money. You want to lose a certain amount of weight. You want to attract a certain relationship. So you take the advice of most law of attraction teachers. You begin to meditate and visualize this thing happening. Now, don't get me wrong. I am a huge proponent of visualization and meditation. However, I believe these very powerful techniques lose their power when we completely ignore our subconscious mind. And here's why. Let's say, again, like in this scenario, you are trying to manifest a specific amount of money. You visualize this amount of money for 15 or 20 minutes. And during this time, you are altering the conscious part of the brain, that 5% of the brain. Now, you open your eyes, go about your day, and what happens? Well, that 95% of your brain, the subconscious part of your brain, continues to play out its patterns about money all day long. And if you haven't been manifesting the money you desire in life, if you've been in a lack mentality, a poverty mentality, then what is looping in the subconscious mind over and over are thoughts of lack, of poverty. And because of this, you may see no results or very slow movement in your finances and say, is the law of attraction broken? Does visualizing just not work? You would feel that way because you would still feel stuck in these subconscious patterns that are continuing to hold you in a space of lack, a space of poverty, despite all your efforts to visualize something different. Now, let's imagine that in tandem with this visualization exercise, We also find a way to reprogram the subconscious mind to alter those negative habit loops about money simultaneously, along with these visualizations. If we could find a way to do this, we would then be accessing 100% of our brain. We would then begin to see what we might call quantum leaps toward these money goals, toward the manifestation of these desires. The problem with the subconscious is it is very guarded. Think of the conscious mind like a gatekeeper blocking access to the subconscious mind, and this is actually a very productive thing. I mean, just imagine if everything that ever came into your conscious mind was immediately impressed upon the subconscious. This would mean that every time someone expressed an opinion to you, an idea to you, it would immediately influence your subconscious mind and play out in your reality. This would obviously be a very negative thing. We wouldn't want every single opinion or circumstance in our lives to immediately impact our overall vibration and everything that we continue to attract into our lives. Usually, the patterns created within the subconscious mind are created very slowly. This is typically the case because usually, in order for our subconscious mind to be impressed by something, to be altered by something, it must become so familiar with the presence of that thing that it begins to not notice it. The subconscious mind may be influenced by things in our environment, like inspirational posters or vision boards we hang up on the wall for long periods of time until our conscious mind stops noticing these things, lets down its guard, and at that point they are able to make an impression on the subconscious. But is there a way to speed up this process, to bring down the guard of the conscious mind and reprogram the subconscious without waiting the months or years it may take to put something in our environment and then wait for our conscious mind to let down its guard? I have found in my own experience that subliminal affirmations tracks are a very powerful tool for doing just this. This is because, like I said, in order for the subconscious mind to be altered by something, it must not be picked up on by the conscious mind. It must bypass the filter of the conscious mind in some way. Subliminals are, by design, affirmations that are embedded within other meditation background sounds and frequencies so that the conscious mind can't hear these affirmations. So unlike spoken traditional affirmations, which again are only working on that 5% of the brain, subliminals plant positive messages on the subconscious. They bypass the conscious filter of the mind because the conscious mind cannot hear them. This is why I highly recommend incorporating subliminals into your daily manifestation routine. I have created a library of over 100 subliminals to assist you in shifting your subconscious mind, reprogramming your unconscious thoughts to manifest anything you desire in life, accessing that part of your mind, that 95% of your mind that is literally thousands of times more powerful than the conscious brain. I've created subliminals for bodily, physical changes, for attracting money magnetism, for consciously attracting a relationship with a specific person, and even subliminals designed to induce certain moods or amplify certain kinds of energy. You can access each and every one of my subliminals completely free for 7 days when you sign up for a trial account on my website. The reason I offer this free trial is because I recognize that most people will begin to experience massive energetic shifts within this first 7 days of listening. The link to my library of subliminals will be in the pinned comment, and I will also link some of the most popular subliminals from my site in the description box of this video. I know this was a shorter video than usual, but I just wanted to share a little bit about my own experiences with why I have found that certain traditional law of attraction techniques are either ineffective without accessing the subconscious mind, or at the least take a very long time to work on our minds when we are ignoring that 95% of our brain. So I hope this information assisted you in manifesting all your heart's desires in life. If I did resonate with you, please consider subscribing to this channel, joining our community of like-minded, conscious, creative beings here on YouTube. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll talk to you again in the next podcast.